with Rico Robles is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out host, Rico Robles. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, you know what it is? What's up, Monsters? How you guys doing? It's another all-out interview, a Monster exclusive, and this time around, we're gonna dig into the music and the emotions of Fiji. We have Trevor joining us. What's up, Trevor?
What up? How's it going, man?
Hey, great. Thank you for taking time. Where are you joining us from, man?
I am in Los Angeles, specifically Culver City. I won't give my address out, but that's as close as I'll get.
And it's a great setup you got there. You got a bunch of guitars, but it's been quite a while since touring and everything, but everything is now opening up. So what's been keeping you busy? What's been keeping you guys busy as a group?
Honestly, finishing this project that's coming up. We've just been at it, mixing, putting the final touches on things, and honestly now kind of more so in that area of like getting all the content and videos shot. But yeah, we're still writing new music, but really just focusing on getting this next project rolled out as best as possible. That's been a very occupying thing.
I mean, when it comes to making the music in times when everybody couldn't go out, now it's time to roll it out. What were the challenges that you guys had to face? Was it too much creativity that you'd be like, all right, I got to trip it down a little bit on this one? I mean, what were the challenges that you guys were facing?
I feel like at first, we were really constricted to just creating as much as we could, as we couldn't go out and do much. So it was really a blessing in disguise in some weird way, as far as like making music and just being forced to do nothing but being locked in with your own thoughts and emotions. But I am super, super grateful now as things are opening back up, because the whole point of creation for this music for myself is to be able to play it live and to see everyone. That's the most special thing for me. So I'm happy it's turning the other way. But it was a good time for creative time, I would say, in the weirdest way. It feels weird saying that any part of that was good, but creative wise, it was definitely a kind of place where you were locked in. Yeah.
But with you being locked in and doing the whole creative process of things, right? And like before, you would take time off. So what would be your time off of being creative? I mean, what would be like, okay, this is too much of my time off of everything. What can I do next?
I feel like long walks, rollerblading at the beach. It's hard for me to turn off my head, honestly. I feel like there's always moments, even in the songwriting process, but on the whole other side of the visual side and how we want to tell our stories. It's hard for me to turn my brain off sometimes, but it's good to go outside and hang out with friends, grab dinner. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough sometimes, honestly, for myself. I would say I feel like my whole world is this music and everything that inspires me. So
how about collaborations? Was it easier to collaborate with people when it came to like, since everything you could actually get in touch with people online, Zoom sessions and as far as, recording sessions, recording work for the new project, was it all done during the pandemic or is it a post-pandemic feel?
So this project specifically is a little bit more in the post, I would say. We actually have a few tracks on this song or on this project that we got to do with a few really good close friends of ours. One of the producers named Nasaya, Theo, one of our good friends from France, was able to come out. We made a fun track with him and one of our good friends, Peter. So it was definitely, I feel like this project was definitely getting more into a little bit more of a collaborative place. Obviously the core remaining between, Val and I making this music, but it definitely has a few snippets of, some outside touch, which was fun and exciting to do.
I mean, the vibe, the music that you guys put out, Fiji Blue, it's very drive music. You know what I mean? It's very, it reminds you of a 80s sob rock drive music. I mean, was that always been the influence that you guys had? Were you listening to records? If so, while you guys were working on the process, which records were you guys listening to?
It's funny you say Saab Rock. I have to shout out John Mayer. I'm a huge John Mayer fan personally, but yeah, I feel like the head out the window, vibe is a small part of what we're trying to encapsulate, which is like chill, good vibes, music that in the midst. If you really listen to it, you're gonna get sad, but if you also just enjoy it from the outside, you're just having a good time, enjoying the day. So we, as far as records go, I don't know, I was listening to a lot of Dayglow. I was listening to Eagles, on the classic side of things, and really just trying to, harness as much in as we've experienced over the time locked up into this new world that we're trying to get back into and see everybody and explore having fun again. So I feel like this project, I wanted it to be a light, although sad in some parts in the songwriting and stuff. The overall theme of this upcoming project is lightness and summer. So we want to focus on that for sure. So
I mean, summer is already, well, it's around the corner in the US. Here in the Philippines,
yeah,
we're right smack in the middle of it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure.
And for you guys to actually everything opening up, Coachella just happened as well, that got everybody excited again. Now for you, I mean, as far as the musical content, as far as the writing, I mean, what were the challenges, when you write with so much vulnerability, putting yourself out there? How much of yourself do you put out there in in the pen and paper?
Oh, well, I feel like, each song differs as far as I would say I always want to have the same amount of vulnerability, but each song, tells a different story in different ways, tapping into whatever string I'm trying to pull from my heart. But I feel like it's it's so refreshing, and I don't even know how to pin it exactly, but it's so nice knowing that, the songs that I've been a part of writing and all the messages we've received from fans that, have, individually reached out and said that they're going through similar things, or it's helped them through any tough point in their life. It kind of just gives me, such a sense of obviously gratefulness and just a feeling that I can't even explain. It kind of encourages me again more to dive deeper into the place that I feel, because I want to also, tell as much as I can from my experiences, but knowing that it helps others in some bit makes me want to dive deeper, because I know on the surface and deep down, everybody is different. So for me, lyric writing and storytelling is like the most important part. And I love being vulnerable. I want to be more vulnerable, honestly. If I'm going to be honest with you, they're going to get a lot deeper, in a good way.
And when it comes to lines and vulnerability, what was the most difficult and most challenging line that you have a hard time performing or saying when you have to perform a certain song? Is there one that really hits home and you'd be like, oh, I gotta sing this? You know what I mean? It's like it became a hit, the song's a hit, everybody's requesting for it. My emotions here, man. What do I do?
No, I feel that. Honestly, there's a few songs that have already been released. I would have to say one specifically that kind of hits me is I Should Have Told You. Specifically the line, I should have told you that I loved you one more time. As simple as that sounds, it comes from a very real place. And every time, even though that's the chorus that gets repeated 100 times, I feel like it hits deep every single time. I love that line. And a line from the upcoming project, there's a line called "I Loved You, What Happened," and that one I'm still trying to figure out, but it hits.
Did anybody ever message you when you would write these songs? It became a hit. That hey, was that song about me? Did you ever tell that person like, yo, this song's about you? I'm gonna release it, and hopefully it's gonna become a big hit.
That's hilarious. I've had friends here and there, with hints of influence. Specifically, I read a lot of songs about long distance and sadness and missing somebody. A lot of influence from that has come from my current relationship. So she knows a lot of songs that are about her, or influenced by her. But I definitely have, past things that have influenced myself and relationships and other things, and they can be pinpointed throughout each songs too as well. So no messages specifically, but those people also might not want to talk to me right now because the sad ones might be about them.
For those that are tuning in and watching us, we have Trevor of Fiji Blue joining us, of course, from Los Angeles, just talking music, the new project coming up. Okay, we'll talk about your new single. So tell us about it.
Yeah, we just released Feel Something. Super fun, light acoustic track that I love so much. Really just trying to touch on that feeling of, being in a relationship with somebody and feeling like you're putting more than they are. And it's something I'm sure we all can experience or have experienced and feel. And yeah, this song, it came so naturally and so easy, and it was just one of those things that just came right from the heart onto paper very quickly, and those are always my favorite. And yeah, it's just the start of the summer. We're trying to get into those sad summer feelings, and
Mhm.
this was the first, little icing around the cake, and we're getting towards the top. So, yeah, I feel like this was just the intro to the story we're trying to tell in this upcoming project.
I mean, the upcoming project is upon us, and summer plans for you guys. Are you guys back on tour? What's going to be happening for you? Is there going to be a bunch of shows? And if so, where can people catch you?
Oh, that is the thing I'm most excited about. As soon as this EP is out, announcing a headline tour. Super excited about that. That's going to be mainly in the US and Canada. Um, so excited to finally hit some of the places that I've been dying to play. And then on top of that, trying to get out to Southeast Asia as soon as possible and hit a few shows out there. That's something I've been harping and bargaining about for a long time. And I feel like, now that it's finally possible soon, I feel like I really want nothing more than to be able to travel over there and meet all the fans and play music and uh,
And
sing right to them.
you can imagine, like, the Philippines when you guys are here live. I mean, we are a very sappy, heartbroken country. We are all in touch with our emotions, man. I mean, they
Right.
do say that the greatest love advice is probably from a person who writes love songs. I mean, for you, man, what's your advice for those that are heartbroken, that are going through a heartbreaker? I'm sure you get this question a lot, but what's that advice you could give for all the heartbroken
Hmm.
ones right now?
Oh, wow. All I would say is that I can give you a real answer. Time fixes everything. That's
Mhm.
that's a fact. I want to believe that in the moment when you're sad about something, it's that moment you will probably be the most sad about it, and it takes a long time. And I feel like part of it will always be with you, but it's just really trying to appreciate the good things that happen during the relationship, and that's the hardest thing to do too. It may take years. But the real answer is get really sad and create music and have it be heard by everybody just to get back at them. That would be the short answer. I'm just kidding. The first answer. The first answer.
True, true. And make a whole lot of money, go on tour, and you know what I mean, and then buy a Bentley. You'd be like, yeah, look what you made me do. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Now, when you're in love, you have any advice for those that are in love and, like, currently in a relationship? How would they keep it?
Yeah, I feel like each relationship is special and unique. I can only say from an outsider's and my own personal perspective is that when you have somebody you care about and love, just hold on to them and cherish every moment, really, because
Mhm.
tomorrow is not guaranteed. And I really feel like, all the things we're passionate about in life, whether it be the hobbies, our family, and all these things around us, finding somebody that you love in this world is such a unique, beautiful thing.
Mhm.
And it's hard to put into words, but just do everything you can um, to know that they're loved, or to show them that they're loved. I would say
Mhm.
little things go a long way.
And Trevor, I'm gonna ask you at all the stages of love, right? So if you notice, I ask you about heartbreak. I ask you about if you're currently in love. What if you're trying to pursue somebody? Trying to win. Trying to. What kind of game does Trevor put out when he's trying to holler at somebody, man?
Oh, that is, I love that. It's been a long time since I've had to do that.
Mhm.
Um, but for me, funny enough, um, I was writing songs about the person I was trying to pursue.
Mhm.
I threw her voicemail as the intro to one of the songs I put out a long time ago under my own project,
Mhm.
with her permission, of course. But yeah, my advice to anybody is just be yourself, and you know, you'll know if they have
Mhm.
feelings towards you, but don't overthink it. And honestly, going for it too is my one advice. I feel like I was back in the day in a position towards like now or never is the time to make a move on this person I care about a lot, and I did.
Mhm.
And fast forward all these years, still happy and in love, of course. But yeah, go for it. I say just go for it. Honestly, that's my best
So
advice.
take that shot, go for it. Don't overthink. It's as simple as that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
Super easy, right? Super easy to
right?
do.
Easier said than done, but you know, we could try. But you know, Trevor, you're on the show. We do have all our questions, just some random fun questions that we like to ask. You know, because the many of the monsters want to get to know you more. Now, when you were starting out your career, I mean, you did come from a very, very famous school with all the greats there. I mean, was there somebody that you come to hang out with that is also famous like you now, that making it big?
I have so many talented friends from Berklee College of Music, everyone doing successful things in their own ways. Um, I don't know if I can pinpoint, it's hard to classify what famous is, you know what I mean? But I wasn't friends with them specifically during school, but I got to hang out with them in LA a few times when I moved here. Mac Ayers went to Berkeley as well, very briefly, super small. So that was cool for me as a fan. Also, I love his music. But again, I have so many friends around me who are doing awesome things. Jacob Greenspan, actually, really good friend of mine, amazing guitarist. He's producing music for Bieber. He played on Arizona Zervas's song Roxanne. He's killing it. So actually, shout out Jacob. But yeah, unbelievable.
You know, Trevor, how, you know, for you now, hitting the stages, going through different parts of the world, getting your songs out, who's the most famous person that you've ever met?
Oh man. That is such a great question. I've never been asked that. I've seen really famous people, but as far as met, because I know when I just saw Kendall Jenner one time, like 4 tables over, and I waved, she didn't wave back. But I don't know. I might have to get back to you on that one. As far as who I've met, I don't know. I don't know why I'm pulling a blank right now. But
It's like there's
maybe
so
I
many
haven't met many.
I mean, you don't know that there's so many of your fans of your music that you'll be surprised. You know what I mean? You'd be like, "Yo, that's me. That's my
Yeah,
song." But what was that
crazy.
first feeling? You know, can you remember when was that first feeling when you first heard your song on the radio?
Oh, such a special feeling, honestly. I feel like there's been stages throughout this entire project where something would happen. And, I remember the first time I heard my song on a big radio station, I was like in the shower playing it over and over again, just like getting emotional. I don't know. I sing a lot in my shower. So I was in the heat of the moment. But yeah, it's kind of another thing I can't really put into words. Like, you work so hard on music and you do it in your bedroom or wherever you are making it. And for it to be heard in the masses to any extent is truly a gift. And it was really cool. Especially when I had my mom, and all these other friends sending me videos of it playing on different radio stations and stuff, and then being like, "Oh, I guess he's doing an okay job." So that was cool as well. Yeah.
And when you got it heard, you're getting paid already. Your checks are coming in. What was the first biggest purchase that you've made, like to reward yourself? Like, yo, do I need these kicks? Is it a nice guitar? What was that biggest purchase that you've made with your probably first paycheck that you've made it?
Oh, I'm still looking for that paycheck to think that I made it. But again, I feel like every step of the way, we've kind of put money. I've always loved like putting it back, trying to do bigger and better things with videos and content and stuff. But I did splurge recently on, where is it? I have an acoustic guitar right here.
Oh,
specifically a OMJM. It's a John Mayer acoustic. It is gorgeous. And that was definitely one of my favorite purchases to start the year out last year that I did. Been a dream acoustic guitar of mine. So I was like, I need this.
just one
no
of those
shoes or heavy kicks yet. Just instruments.
You gotta tick that off the bucket list, right? I mean,
Yeah.
as far as getting the creativity and the motivation behind it as well. Trevor, how about that one advice that up to now you take with you, even in times, when you were starting out your career, up to now that you take with you along the way?
For me, the thing that's always stuck with me and the thing I try to live to more every single day is it's just hard work. I feel like, you know, there's so many people out there that have something special, and I feel like everybody has something special, but I feel like it really takes a lot of hard work to get where you want to be. And I don't know, it's hard for me to sit still sometimes, and I wish I could have some more chill days in my life. But again, I'm so grateful to be where I am. And for me, the advice that I love to stand by is just working as hard as you can. And I feel like anything is possible. I sound like a Disney commercial, but I really stand by that. And I feel like just working hard in life in every aspect is an important thing to do.
And you know, with you could see the opportunities endless. You know what I mean? With the songwriting, with everything that you put out there. But I'm sure when you were starting out, there had to be some rejections, some doors closing. I mean, you know, you have any advice for those? I mean, for sure, there's a lot of songwriters that are new, that want to be just like you here, that's tuned in. You have any message for them? How does one handle rejection when it comes to, okay, it's not the time for you, when they get that message?
You know, I feel like, especially in the world of music, and, you know, everyone has their opinion. You could play, you know, what you think is an amazing song and play it to 10 people, and 5 are going to hate it, 5 are going to love it. But really, again, the thing that should matter to you most eventually is, you know, writing what you care about the most. Because I believe, again, people can feel that authenticity. And yeah, rejection is tough. It's not easy to deal with. You know, the first songs we put out didn't skyrocket and do super well. We had a song come out, or we dropped it initially, and then it didn't do so hot. We put another one out, started doing well. We like, you know, it's a whole game. But like, at the end of the day, as long as you're doing what you love and what you care about, you know, as much as you want to impress other people around you, you'll find those people that like what you do. And I feel like if they don't like it, then you're showing to the wrong people. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Thanks for the message, man. You know, that goes a long way, especially when you're a new artist and you're writing songs and you'd be like, hey, people not buying my stuff. You know what I mean?
It also takes a lot of practice and hard work. You definitely, if you know, I'm not, you know, it takes definitely a lot of practice, and it's harnessing what you find. Yeah, for sure. Still,
you know, for those that are tuned in, we have Trevor joining us. You know, message for all your fans here in the Philippines. We cannot wait to have you here, and invite everybody to, of course, grab a copy of your single and the upcoming project as well.
Yes, cannot wait to come out to the Philippines and play. It's been a dream of mine, honestly, ever since I got the first message from our fans over there. And yeah, it's I see all the messages and all the love coming from the Philippines. And all I can say is, again, I'm on everybody to get over there as soon as possible. I want to sing with you guys, and I'm so grateful for all the love you've shown to the music that, again, we create from a bedroom. I can't stress that enough, how much that means for you guys to be, you know, shouting us out, sending us messages, and sharing with your friends all the music. So can't wait for you to hear all the music that's coming out soon. There's a lot of it, even more than you think. And I'll be over in the Philippines as soon as I can.
Trevor, thank you for taking time, you know, for joining us. And thank you for the music. May you continue to make it. And the advice, my goodness, that's going to go a long way, bro.
I hope so. I try.
Especially the heartbreak and the trying to win that, taking that shot, getting that confidence, man. But, you know,
yes,
enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you very much for taking time to join us here in this Monster exclusive interview. All right? Take care, man.
Thank you, Rico. Thank you for having me.
There you have it. Trevor Darren joining us. Of course, Fiji Blue. The single is out. Don't forget to get a copy of the future work as well. Till then, once again, my name is Rico Robles. Thank you guys for joining. This has been another exclusive Monster interview.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX93.1.